Now, the latest on that probe, Seoul prosecutors today raided the home of former presidential secretary for civil affairs Woo Byung-woo on suspicion of dereliction of duty. They're also seeking an arrest warrant for TV commercial director Cha Eun-taek, who is believed to have helped Choi Soon-sil set up the controversial Me Foundation. Our Kim Jung-soo has the details.
Seoul prosecutors on Thursday raided the home of former presidential senior secretary for civil affairs Woo Byung-woo on suspicion of dereliction of duty for failing to prevent Choi Soon-sil from exerting influence over Cheong Wa Dae. Woo had been summoned last Sunday for an intense 15-hour interrogation and was released early Monday, but that was for unrelated charges of embezzlement and abuse of authority. Also on Thursday, prosecutors announced that they will seek an arrest warrant for advertisement and music video director Cha Eun-taek, who was summoned Wednesday for a second round of questioning. Cha is believed to be a friend of Choi Soon-sil and is also suspected of having played an important role in the establishment and management of the Me Foundation, to which Choi allegedly forced some of Korea's leading conglomerates to donate. Meanwhile, it appears prosecutors have found even more links between Choi and President Park. The head of the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office found evidence on Thursday that former Secretary for Public Relations Planning 안봉근도 and former Secretary for Administrative Affairs Lee Jae-man had helped Choi Soon-sil, a private citizen with no security clearance, access presidential office documents. The news comes just a day after prosecutors raided the homes of the two aides, who had resigned from their positions at the end of last month. Together with President Park's personal secretary Cheong Wa-dae, the three former aides had served Park for more than 2 decades and were called by Cheong Wa Dae insiders the three doorknobs. According to the prosecutor's office, Lee Young-ryul, the chief investigator on the Choi Soon-sil case, had secured testimony from a witness saying An and Lee had attended the meetings organized by Choi at a secret residence in Seoul's Nonyeon-dong neighborhood, while Secretary Chung supplied them with presidential documents and reports. An is also suspected of giving a, quote, free pass to Choi, allowing her to access Cheong Wa Dae while bypassing its security protocols. Kim Jung-soo, Arirang News.